I hate traffic. One of my biggest pet peeves is traffic. So I always leave early and try to beat the traffic. Well, I didn't beat it today. So I'm stuck in it, and I've got to have patience, I guess, which I don't have. My mom always used to say, how was it? Patience seldom found in a woman and never found in a man. So my mom used to say all the time. So yeah, we're sitting waiting for BC Ferries to head to Nanaimo. So we're just on the road. We just passed a rock pit.
Sand pit.
Sand pit, yeah.
Dirt pit.
Dirt pit. A what?
Armpit.
Armpit? Okay. Oh, it's a pit. Okay. Anyway, it always takes one, doesn't it? But yeah, we just passed through Nanaimo. We are heading to Tofino. I'm trying to get ahead of the road closure that's ahead. I did check the schedules, and we're doing fine on time. So, but yeah, beautiful area. It's been many years since I've been here. Talk to you later. This is a little narrow stretch through here that was a hazard with rocks falling. As you can see, the mountain up here, semi-trucks and stuff hitting the overhangs, so they blasted away the mountain to make this all wider. I think they're up at 17 million right now for the cost of this, and this was supposed to be completed last year, and it's still not completed, and it won't be done this year either. There's all the mesh that I'll have to go up in the rocks to keep the rocks from falling. You can see how narrow this was before. Holy. And I guess it took out some of the road as well, some of these rocks falling. So that for that short little trip through. These guys will be stuck here now at the other end of this construction site for 4 hours, wherever the end of this is. Crazy. So these guys here, they're not getting through till 3 o'clock. So get comfortable, guys. One night on February 10th, 1945, a bomber plane was flying out to do duty with a crew of 12 on board. The bomber was loaded with 3,400 liters of fuel and 4 100-kilogram depth charges. Heading out in the dark at 11 p.m. to return to Cole Harbor up north on Vancouver Island, the plane malfunctioned and the port engine lost power. The plane was falling 300 meters a minute when it hit the trees and crashed. The quick thinking of the pilot who stalled the plane to slow its descent was the only reason that all 12 members survived the crash. After crashing, the fuel spilled out and the wreckage was in flames. Unable to reach the Tofino airfield by radio and unable to send up a distress flare due to the fiery wreck, the crew used parachutes to create a tent and await rescue. The next morning, they heard a plane take off from Tofino and launched a flare at a distance from the wreckage. The plane sent down a parachute flare in response that by a miracle did not hit the spilled fuel. 11 hours after the crash, the entire crew was rescued. The Army detonated the depth charges, leaving a 6-meter crater that still exists today, and retrieved the remaining electronics and guns outfitted on the plane. That is so awesome. Seeing a part of history. That's an old warplane that crashed, and it's been there for years. It's and the engines have fallen off. You have to do a bit of research, and I'll put that information in this video on that plane. But it's a fair little hike as well. So I'm not too sure how far it is. We'll see when we get back to the truck. But I imagine it's probably a good, 10K, something like that once you're done, maybe. So we'll find out. Maybe 8. But it's just so cool to find stuff like that. See what was. And I'm glad it's still there. This is an unsanctioned trail, but I mean, it's fairly well kept up, with all these walkways over the mud. And what you're hearing is my bear bell, because there are bears in here, and it just warns them that we're here instead of us singing or talking all the time. So many people are like, what's that? You tell them, they're like, oh, good idea, there's bears here? Yeah. We're in the wild. Caden wanted the walkie-talkies, so we have those, even though he's only 20 feet behind me, goofing off. But this is my second hike after COVID, so pushing it, but we'll see. I don't know what my heart rate's at right now. Right now it's doing a workout, I guess, on my phone, my watch.